used to be. I've heard Fiona and her friends and seen them about.
Anyway, good evening everybody. We're at the Burley Spa bathhouse in Sheffield this evening, and we've been here about half an hour. We've been down to the pond and walked back up and had a chat to some of the residents that live around here. We started our investigation at the front of the building here. Is it the front or the back? I think it's the back, isn't it? So we got myself, Martin, we've also got Diane here.
Hello.
And we've also got Wacko Jacko.
Hi. True.
I thought there was somebody stood there then. There ain't. So we put Diane put the REM pods down on the ground, and they've been going off, and we've been asking questions, and they've been going off, and then we've asked them to stop. And they've stopped on command, haven't they, Diane? So, yeah, the spirit that was touching that REM pod on the ground, are you still here with us? Can you touch that green light again to let us know that you're still here? I'm filming now on my camera, and Diane's filming as well. We want to get the evidence that you're here so we can communicate with you. That is insight to everybody what's just gone past. It wasn't anything paranormal, it wasn't an orb or anything, because I did see it myself, the white, and I looked in front of the camera. It was an insect. There's another one there as well. So don't think that is an orb. It isn't. It's an insect. Because we're close to water as well, we're going to see probably lots of insects flying around this evening. I can feel them in my hair already.
I'm getting a bit already. Yeah. I'm going to just throw, I've got some brand new flashy balls.
Oh yeah, you're going to put them down?
Yeah, I'm going to roll them down.
I won't roll them down, I put them down nicely. We need to get some more, don't we, for our group?
I bought 6. Yep. Had them a while actually.
So if you're still here, can you touch that green light again for us, please? That would be really good if you could do that. Or Diane's putting some balls on the floor. Some what we call flashy balls. These are toys. They're actually made for cats. They're a cat toy. So they've got sensors in them. So if you touch them, they'll light up, and like they are now, and let us know that you're here.
Just a 17-second cycle. Won't stop till it's finished its cycle. That's something for fish.
Did you fetch any bump about the place, Diane?
Yeah.
So if you want to let everybody know, especially the people who don't know about the bathhouse and so on.
You know, there's people that live at Burley don't know about it.
Yeah.
Because I got lost on.
His mother told her, didn't she?
Once I got lost on my way here, and I asked somebody directions, and they didn't know about it.
If you turn and face me that way, because you're like.
Ball's going off.
Is it? Oh, ball's going off now.
Lovely.
Thank you.
So Burley Spa is a Grade 2 listed community bath hall and a Victorian bath house in Hackenthorpe district of the city of Sheffield, England. So the bath house was built for Charles Herbert Pierpoint, the 2nd Earl of Manvers and the Lord Manor of Bayton in 1842, and initially was a hotel with spa baths beneath. Subsequently it was used for many years as a private dwellings. 1973 it was given a Grade 2 listing.
Yep.
And during the 1800s a committee was created consisting of Thomas Staniforth from the Thomas Staniforth & Co. Sickle Works,
Yep.
Edward Hobson, George Cox of Bayton, and John Tillotson, not the singer, schoolmaster of Bayton. A man named George Eden was selected from 11 applicants who applied for the post of the manager of the Bath Hotel, and was paid a salary of £20 and was provided free rent and coal. That's interesting. And by 1895 the baths were failing to make profit, and only a single plunge bath remained in use. It appears the hotel itself was closed around 1878, and it is believed that the Earl Manvers removed the marble from the building himself for personal use. So around 1895, John Platts was the proprietor of the property. He was as well known gardener and a farmer. And by the time of the 1920s and 30s, the grounds of the bathhouse were transformed into a pleasure ground for children. And I have seen photographs.
What was that? No,
I have seen photographs of this place with loads of people, loads of children, and lots of like swing boats, picnics. It was like a place to go for a day out.
Yeah.
We should be able to see them on internet. Mr. Molson and William Smith were the proprietors at this time. The grounds featured a wishing well, a sandpit, swing boats, a paddling pool, and the large lake behind the house was used for boating and fishing.
Okay.
Is that the pond, or would there be a lake?
That must
because
be the pond, you know what I mean?
it's a bit small. I don't know. Possible,
I don't know.
There was also a wonder tree in the wooded area beside the house, which was a large oak tree said to be over 1,000 years old. And when the Second World War began in 1939, the grounds were closed. And the grounds were transferred to Sheffield Corporation 1950s, and in the early 2000s became part of the Shirebrook Valley Local Nature Reserve. The building was restored in 2000 and 2022 for a time and was opened for tours to the public, but that's recently ceased.
That's when you came, isn't it?
Huh?
Is that when you came in 2022? Or did you come before that?
Sorry, not 22, sorry, 2002, sorry, I can't see. In June 2018, renewed interest was brought to Bailey Spa due to its neglect, and Friends of Bailey Spa group was formed. The Friends group was formed in response to the council's intention to sell the building. The sale was withdrawn and the bathhouse was made an asset of the community value. Talks are ongoing with the council to secure a substantial future for the spa. The building requires extensive repairs due to lack of maintenance and neglect. Plans are underway for fundraising and doing events and things like that. And they want to get some park rangers to restore the grounds. But when they had the floods, 2007 was it?
Yeah.
The whole entire thing got flooded.
Yeah.
So that made a huge impact on
Yeah.
the restoring of it.
Yeah.
I'm getting itchy.
Yeah, there's lots of insects around, so if you might see quite a lot of orbs tonight, everybody. This is not orbs, this is, I would say, but 99% of it is going to be insects because we're close to a pond at the bottom, and with the water, it's going to cause lots of insects to be flying around. Mosquitoes. We possibly might get bit tonight by mosquitoes. So, got to be careful about that as well. So every time we've gone where there's been close to water, we've always ended up getting bitten. So there you go, we've got a REM pod on the ground here, flashy ball there. We've got about 3 flashy balls on the ground. So we're going to spend about 10-15 minutes here and see if we can get anything. Like I said, that green light was going on and off when Diane put it down, and we was asking questions. And the light was flashing, and then I'd ask for it to stop, and it'd stop immediately. So hopefully we can get something else. But yeah, the Bailey Spa does need some work doing to it. With the looks of things, it's got quite a bit of moss on the tiles on the roof there. They're probably going to be original tiles that are probably up there, and it's a beautiful building. I'd love to take on the project myself of the building, but I don't have the finances for that sort of thing. But you probably could make some money by probably doing ghost hunts here or whatever. I do believe that the top floor here is damaged as well, which would be ideal to use as a community hall or community centre. Or even rent it out as a school or something, a little nursery school or something like that. So there you go. That's some ideas anyway.
Can you come back to us and come and have another chat with us? Yeah.
Any luck?
If you're connected to the bathhouse in any way, could you light that REM pod up and say yes? Are you connected to this bathhouse, the spa and bathhouse?
With you a gardener, when it were all landscaped and everything, that kept it tidy and nice. Fish and game, do they call it or something?
Pardon?
Don't they call them fish and game keepers that see to ponds and stuff and
Well,
Yeah.
there
fishing and boating,
was
wasn't there?
a person that looked after it. It was a gardener and a farmer. It's in that one.
So if you heard Diane, could you touch the lights up on the REM pods to let us know that you're here? Like I said, we're here to prove your existence, that life still goes on after death. Do you still come here? So I wonder where the hotel was then, Diane.
We've just been on about that. We think, because there's the tennis courts up that way, isn't there? Maybe, you know where these houses are, maybe the hotel was there, and maybe
Yeah.
this was where the caretaker lived, because he got his accommodation and his
Yeah.
coal,
Yeah,
and he was like groundskeeper, so maybe this is where he lived, in this part.
possibly. I don't know,
I
but
don't know, but there must have been, because this doesn't look big enough for a hotel.
oh no.
So the hotel must have been separate.
Well, he said the bathhouse was on the ground and the hotel was on top. So,
Or could it be a bit further this bit?
or could the way this car park be?
Yeah,
Could
could've.
this way where probably the hotel may have stood?
Could have been more to it, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot more to it, yeah.
So
It's like that's just swimming, isn't it? And there, like,
Well,
with
it's just a spa, isn't it? But we've not seen the upstairs. We've been in downstairs.
Yeah.
stairs in there.
yeah, that's upstairs. Is an upstairs like a.
Downstairs, what's that then? Up at top there.
It's like it's a hall. It's a hall, yeah, room.
Nice rooms.
So
Downstairs, when you go through that gate into the
That bottom bit
yeah,
where we went,
right.
when it all lit up,
Yeah. There's like a kitchen looking thing.
where they've got those things in that like garden bit where it was.
that's not an orb, everybody. That's an insect that's going past. Not an orb.
There's like a kitchen sort of area.
Come on, please. Come forward. Come and show us a sign that you're here. Can you touch one of those objects that's on the ground, either the green light or touch one of the balls? I think there's 3 balls on the ground here, and there is also a blue light up here that you could touch as well. So if you could come and show us a sign that you're here, and come and speak to us. Like I said, my name's Martin. I'm here to prove your existence, that life still goes on after death. Are you still taking care of the spa? Are you trying to still look after it? Maybe in your time right now that the spa is a wonderful building, maybe the hotel might be still there in your time. Because I believe that when a person dies, time stands still. So in your time period, everything would be the same when you passed away. Whereas in our time, things have changed. The hotel is not here no more. The hotel is gone. Does that worry you? That the hotel is not here no more? Yeah. So would you like to come forward? Show us a sign that you're here. We respectfully ask you. We mean you no harm. We come as friends. Do you want to ask out? Do you want to ask out because might want to talk to women.
Is there anybody still here with us?
Show a bit of leg. Show a bit of leg for him.
Got my jeans on. Tight jeans on.
You're quite welcome to use the little bits of equipment that we've put down there. Where the gates are, there's what we call a REM pod, if you just go up to that. Gates are, there's what we call a REM pod, if you just go up to that. Gates are, there's what we call a REM pod, if you just go up to that. Gates are, there's what we call a REM pod, if you just go up to that. Touch it, make a little bit of noise. And then there's 3 balls on the floor, if you don't want any noise, touch those. And they just light up colours. We're here to communicate with you and speak to you.
I thought that was rain then.
See where that is? It's like somebody could have been walking in to
Yeah.
get in there, couldn't they?
Yeah, that's why I put one at each gate, thinking.
Like that public entrance building.
Yeah.
Can I sit down for a minute, Jackie?
Yeah, it's not very good, is it?
No. My chair's has given up the ghost. Ooh!
What's in that case? Can I sit on that?
No. You might break.
Do you want to put my coat on the...
Now it's too many spiders and stuff, isn't it?
Because that other rocks...
Come on, please. Come and light these lights up. Come and show us a sign that you're here. Or if you can't, if you don't want to touch those lights, if you're a bit afraid to touch those lights, somebody did earlier on when we first came. If you don't want to touch them, can you shout into this camera? We might be able to pick you up with our voice, with your voice, sorry, not our voice. We may be able to hear you, but if not, we might be able to pick you up on the camera, so your voice might be on record on the camera.
You're probably just expecting somebody to walk there. It's a walkway and you know it. It's like in your mind you know it's a walkway. Is the groundskeeper with us at all tonight? The gentleman that looked after the grounds?
What was his name? Can you remember?
You're kidding me.
You're kidding me?
Yeah.
I don't think that was his name.
No. Me remembering names.
I know it's the same with me. I can't remember crap anymore.
I was shot.
My memory's absolutely terrible.
Can't help it.
Come on, light that green light up again. Do you go swimming in the spa still? Do you take dips in the spa?
Right, George Eden, E-A-D-O-N, Eden, was selected from 11 applicants who applied for the post of the manager of the Bath Hotel.
That's the hotel,
Yeah,
isn't it?
and he was paid a salary of £20, provided free rent and coal. Right, so that's George Eden, that was the manager.
Of the hotel.
Yeah. And then 1895, John Platts
Yep.
was the proprietor of the property. He was a well-known gardener and a farmer.
Yep.
So he was the proprietor.
What was that?
John Platts.
Okay.
So he was the proprietor of the property and a well-known gardener and a farmer.
So do we have anybody here by the name of John Platts? What's the other one? George?
George Eden was the
George Eden.
was the manager.
So do we have John Platts here? Could you light that green light up if we have John Platts here? If we have George Eden here, can you light that green light up?
And if we go right to the beginning, Charles Herbert Pierpoint. 2nd Earl Manvers and the Lord of the Manor of Bayton.
Yeah. Oh,
Charles Herbert Pierpoint.
oh, do we have a Charles Herbert Pierpoint here?
It was his original.
The building originally belonged to you. Are you here with us? Would you like to come forward and communicate with us? Because we would love to speak to you.
Wonder how much they used to charge.
What for?
Like,
For going in to see. Oh, don't know.
probably about a penny.
I can hear noises, but there's things dropping from the trees. I think it's twigs and leaves that are dropping down.
Is the bath still open for business? Are you still busy? Can we come in and have a look? You're still working, are you? Do we swim?
Yes, I want to take my clothes off and go skinny dipping
No.
in that nice cold water.
No, it used to be hot, didn't it? They had cold boiler or whatever it was, but warming water, I'm sure you said that.
No, it's cold.
Oh, that's done, no.
As far as I know, it were cold.
I don't know, I thought there was some, like on boilers or something downstairs at one
I
point.
can't remember, Jackie.
So, what I call it,
Sort of it told me nothing.
I don't know.
She was coming to me.
could have been hot, could have been, I'm not sure if it were hot or cold, I couldn't tell you.
I don't know, somebody told me that there were like some old things what used to heat the water up, you know, like coal fire or whatever it were, coal furnace, but I don't know, what would it be, like a coal burner thing to warm water up?
It probably would have been gas central heating 1800s, Jackie. Gas central heating.
Big coal.
Yeah, I think it was probably gas central heating. YEB and Colvard, who else? British Gas were coming round.
There were a thing up here anyway, weren't there? Cholera, Burley Colliery somewhere.
I don't know.
Yeah, because you tried to look for it once and we couldn't find it.
Yeah, can't remember.
There weren't after it.
We've had a lot of things go off since then. Can't even remember what I blooming did yesterday.
It's not with us, is it?
No.
You're just as bad.
What?
Can't remember what you did
I
yesterday.
can't. I have a short-term memory loss.
Yep.
Yesterday, what day?
Well, it's gone quiet now, hasn't it? No-
Friday.
Might have been someone walking past.
Friday.
Used to walk round here.
Yeah,
Friday. Friday.
that's it. Yeah,
Friday.
well, we couldn't see him anyway, so they had to be dead. Do you know you passed on?
Oh, I know what I did yesterday. I picked prescriptions up.
Do you know that you've passed on? Would you like to come and let us know that you're here? Camera's going to run out.